Welcome to Reflective Voices. I'm Michael Smith, your unapologetically loud neighbor with a microphone and a long memory. And today, we're dragging one of America's sacred cows right through the mud, Ronald Reagan.
And I'm Janelle. Think of me as the voice in your earbuds, reminding you that trickle-down economics is just economic gaslighting with the PR team. Today's topic, let's just say, Reagan ruined everything isn't just a shirt, it's a thesis.
It really is. People think I'm being dramatic when I say it, but let's walk it back. The Reagan administration didn't just shift policy, it shifted reality. Deregulation, union busting, and the killing of the Fairness Doctrine. That man didn't just ruin brunch, he ruined the menu.
Let's talk Fairness Doctrine. For those who missed the pre-87 era, it basically required broadcasters to present opposing viewpoints on controversial issues. Imagine actual balance, before Fox News decided facts were optional.
Reagan killed it, and surprise, right-wing radio exploded. Rush Limbaugh became a household name, and suddenly, debate turned into a one-sided shouting match. Black voices left behind in the static.
And the ripple effects were brutal. Black-owned stations couldn't compete with corporate consolidation, local storytelling got drowned out by rage bait, and culture wars. And let's be honest, mainstream media didn't exactly throw us a life preserver.
Because it wasn't just about killing the Fairness Doctrine. It was about opening the floodgates for propaganda. And once that genie was out, it was doing talk shows and selling gold coins by the end of the week.
Exactly. You want to know why folks can't tell fact from fiction now? Why your uncle thinks a TikTok is a peer-reviewed study? Trace the media mess right back to Reagan.
And when we connect that to the current disinformation climate, to Project 2025, to Trump's masterclass in gaslighting during that recent address to Congress.
Boo, we're already cooking. But hold that thought, because we've got a lot more to say on the other side of this.
Hi, this is Michael Smith, the writer behind Reflective MPS. If you're passionate about politics, social justice, and thought-provoking reflections, my blog is the place for you. Head over to reflectivemps.com for in-depth discussions on today's most pressing issues. Plus, stay connected by following me on X and Instagram at reflectivemps, where I share updates, insights, and more. Let's challenge the status quo together. Visit reflectivemps.com and join the conversation today.
Welcome back to Reflective Voices. I'm Michael Smith, still here, still fired up, and still dragging Reagan's ghost for the damage he did. If you're just joining us, congrats on surviving the gaslight zone we call modern media.
And I'm Janelle, coming in hot with the facts and side eyes. Because before the break, we cracked open the coffin on the Fairness Doctrine and showed how its repeal was the quiet explosion that built today's disinformation empire.
Reagan didn't just kill balanced media. He handed a mic to outrage, wrapped it in red, white, and blue, and called it patriotism.
And now we've got a generation raised on propaganda disguised as news, with Black voices constantly cut from the frame unless we're being criminalized, tokenized, or sanitized.
And here's the wild part. It's not even just about media. It's about power. It's about how narratives are weaponized to keep people misinformed, apathetic, and divided while policies gut their futures.
Meanwhile, corporate media networks pretend neutrality while quietly pushing agendas, because balance without truth is just more gaslighting.
So what do? We fight narrative with narrative. We invest in independent Black media. We support platforms that don't just talk about diversity. They live it.
And we stop asking for a seat at their table when we can build our own. One with better seasoning and no lies on the menu.
Because if we've learned anything from this legacy of misinformation, it's that silence is complicity and clarity is resistance.
This has been Reflective Voices, where we don't just echo the truth, we shout it with a side of receipts.
We'll see you next time. Stay bold, stay loud, stay awake.